This video will be on a slightly different note than my other videos. As the title said, are internet agents real? Before I try to answer that question, I'll specify what I mean by internet agents. I'm talking about people who are paid by large corporations or companies or really anybody to spread whatever message they tell them to. Let's say I had some allegations against my chocolate company for having cockroaches inside of my chocolate bars. So I'd hire some internet agents and they do the following. Like, let's say someone makes a post on Twitter. Did you guys hear about large chunks of cockroaches being inside of Ruslan's chocolate bars? And then my agents, being the professionals they are, would go on their secret accounts. You know, they have a lot of accounts. Maybe they even use their personal accounts, but preferably they try to hide that they're affiliated with me in any way. And they'd say, yeah, I have heard about the case, and after careful examination and reading a lot of news sources, I found it was completely false. So I personally continue eating Ruslan chocolate bars. Those are the type of internet agents that I'll be talking about. I was thinking about this because let's say you look up something controversial like soy. Is soy estrogenic? Well, you know, soy has over 100,000 phytoestrogens per cup compared to the 8 or 9 found in beans. So it's very, very, very potent. In fact, so potent that it's even helped preserve bone mass in post-menopausal women. The effect is small, but it still highlights just how closely tied soy and estrogen is. Nonetheless, when you look up, let's say, is soy bad for you, Reddit? You'll say, no, not really. No, I wouldn't say so. I mean, maybe, but like, it wouldn't really matter. Like, and it's just flooded with these comments. It's like, boom. And even in my own comments, when I call soy estrogenic, with the few comments I get on my tiny channel, a couple can often be people saying soy isn't estrogenic at all and willing to debate with me with articles. You can very easily find these people in my comments because my channel is so small, and you can even very easily find these Reddit posts. But I don't want you to harass or attack any of these people. I don't wish any ill will on these people, and you shouldn't either. Because I'm not trying to attack these people. I'm just trying to bring up a point. Because by now you probably know just how paid out most studies and experiments are, especially regarding if soy is estrogenic or not. And if any meager positives of soy are either overblown or made up completely. Because soy is a very important cash crop, so they need people to buy this. And they're willing to do pretty much anything for it. So if they're funding studies, buying out article papers, and doing anything possible to spread their message, why wouldn't they hire internet agents? Because every single person on earth has an instinct to be a herd animal. Everyone, me included, it's an urge that we all get. So if we look up, is soy bad or good? And we see these Reddit posts of all these people say, no, probably not, just eat it in moderation or actually eat as much as you like. Then we can very easily be persuaded into thinking, oh, if most people say it's not bad and actually good, then it must be. And if these companies are employing internet agents, which is very, very, very extremely likely, I think a better question would be how large is the number of internet agents. But back to what I was saying about the herd instinct. So what these companies are probably trying to do is abuse that instinct using their agents, because their agents can do lots of stuff. But abusing this simple instinct of, oh, a lot of people say this, then it must be true, is a very effective strategy, and I'm very certain that they know this. So to answer the question of agents being real or not, yes, they are real. Are the Reddit posts and the YouTube comments, are some of them possibly agents? Maybe. But something we have to keep in mind is that, yeah, some of them can definitely be agents, and how many exactly, what percentage, I have no idea. But those who aren't agents and say stuff like this and they're not getting paid, why do they do it? Like, for example, one very popular legume that we've been talking about. Why do so many people defend soy even when they aren't affiliated with any companies? Because it's in lots of foods, and not many people want to go out of their way to avoid it. So admitting that an ingredient in their food is bad would be admitting that they eat bad, would be admitting that they're doing something wrong. And that sadly isn't something that a lot of people like to do. And I'm not saying this to bash anyone who does this, because from experience I know, like, it hurts admitting you're wrong. It's a tough pill to swallow, but I'm just making sure to highlight this issue. Nonetheless, all this talk about agents and stuff, I hope it gave you some room for thought. So you always second guess everything you see, even from quote unquote trusted sources. Like, when you see something, think, do they have something to gain from this? You can even apply this to me, so you might say, don't trust anything online? Well, why should I trust you? Okay, how much do I have to gain from telling you that soy is bad? Sure, you might start trusting me more, you might subscribe, give me a like. I'm a puny channel, and even in the long run, I don't have much to gain from telling you to not eat soy. But these articles, they're likely getting paid. These studies, the people that are selling soy, they really need this to work because they're gaining a lot from this. So always think who has something to gain. Because even though it sounds like a crazy conspiracy and I'm wearing a tinfoil hat, but stuff like this probably happens a lot more often than we think. And if you got this far in the video, believing this whole time that soy isn't estrogenic and thinking the complete opposite that I'm thinking, and truly huge props to you for hearing out someone who believes something different than you do. But I think I need to bring up a point about debates as a whole. Like when I debate the argument that soy is good, I'm not going after you or anyone who believes it. Don't get glued to topics. When someone attacks an argument, they aren't attacking you. So if someone believes soy is good and I say soy is bad, I'm not saying that that person is bad, and I'm not saying that you're bad. I'm just saying soy is bad. And that sounds kind of goofy because, of course, I know when you're attacking an argument, you aren't attacking me. But I think so many people do that subconsciously, where they get glued to a topic to such a point that when anyone attacks that argument, it becomes that person attacking you. Hey, remember, if there's people in your life trying to tell you the same stuff that I'm telling you, they're on your side. Because if they didn't care about you, they wouldn't bother trying to explain that maybe what you're eating is bad, maybe the red 40 in their food isn't the best. And what they're saying doesn't have to be about soy. It doesn't have to be about estrogenics. It can be many things. And that's all. Have a good day.